going on at this Diddy trial? Like, they just have to make this a movie, right? So juror number 7 supposedly received a text message asking him, are you juror number 6? And then he ran over to the judge and was like, hey judge, someone texted me, to find out that juror number 7 knew the individual that was texting him. So he might be getting cut from the jury, y'all. He might be the one that's feeding all the tea to the, media or something. Like, what is going on?
Patriots, as I reported on Friday, Judge Subramanian is not happy because he sealed the courtroom, right? Everybody is in there. He kicked the press out, kicked the public out. And still, the information that was said in that courtroom was somehow leaked to the press on an article that was released. So the judge is furious. Now, we know juror number 6 was dismissed, but now, next up on the chopping block, juror number 7. Now, juror number 7 got a strange text message from a number he didn't know asking him if he was juror number 6. And then he was apparently talking with a former colleague about the trial, which is a direct violation of being in the press. So Judge Subramanian has taken his cell phone. He's checking it out. He says to the government and to Diddy's team, he said, I'm going to take everybody's phones in here and I will get to the bottom because, of course, Agnifilo, Steele, Xavier, Miss Westmore, everybody's saying, hey, we don't know. The government, Comey, all the ladies, like, we don't know. Nobody knows who leaked it, but somebody did. It's like my son. The other day, the block to my iPhone charger is missing. And I said, I didn't take it out of my backpack, but my son asked to borrow my charger the other day, but he says I have no clue what happened to it.
Before the jury came in, the judge scolded attorneys from both parties. He was upset about an online article. He didn't say which one, but it discussed sealed material. When he asked attorneys from both parties if they knew the source of the leak, they said no, and the judge said, quote, someone is lying. The judge said there's a gag order in the case, and violation of that could result in civil or criminal contempt charges. He warned them, there is no passing the buck anymore. The buck stops with you. They're also going to be addressing an issue with another juror later today. You may remember yesterday, the judge dismissed juror number 6 and replaced him with an alternate. This is a separate issue they will be dealing with separately, another juror later today. Prosecutors also said they may rest their case as early as tomorrow. The defense expects their case to last anywhere from 2 to 5 days. So the judge pointed out he could be charging the jury next week.
I seen this coming a mile away. This is a very hot case, so we know there's a lot of media publications with nice money offering money just to get the sauce. Why wouldn't they? This would bring a lot of headlines. This would give you a lot of motion, a lot of views. This is great content for the time being. A lot of people are monetizing off of his demise. Whose fault that is, you ask? No one but Diddy's. All I know is this case has become a circus act. This case is being dragged. It's ridiculous what they're making them do. As far as the jury, they already knocked off one. Now they're on their way to knock off another. Is this a strategy? Is this on the defense team? Is this on the prosecution side? Where is this coming from? Who do you think is going to benefit from this the most? Do you think this is going to help Diddy? I really don't know right now, because just like the last video that I posted explaining how they removed the black juror, if juror number 7 is also black, then we all know what the original plan was. If he's not, then we can scrap that. It's just a lot of weird things going on in this case. It's hard to explain, but you see what's going on. This case should have been over, if you ask me. It should have been a mistrial, only because, again, I'm not advocating for what he's done. His behavior, his lifestyle, that's on him. What he did with his hands to the women, I don't agree with any of that right there. But back to what I'm saying, the fight that they brought up, I don't see it being strong. However, off of technicality, as I'm learning and doing more research, I do see that they do have a case on him. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in court right now. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us are going off of impulse and emotion and, that's not right, they shouldn't do that. Or based on so-called RICOs that we know. But as the days go by, I'm starting to see that the simplest thing can tie you to a RICO. Doesn't necessarily mean that you were out there, profiting, etc., but he was caught using company funds to fund the lifestyle. And I guess that's something you're not supposed to do. You know, that's like a breach right there. I'm no expert, but I'm learning on the way. In the meantime, go in the comments, run it up, flood it up. Let me know your thoughts on this right here. This is a circus act. I got some more content coming too, so stay tuned. See you in the next one.